Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. The crowd has packed this place out, and you can feel the energy reverberating. It's the New Mexico Lobos and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Powell, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. We check in with her now.
There is a lot to prove in Tallahassee this season. Coach Mike Norvell has answers after a disappointing 5-7 season. They got the upset week 1 against Alabama, but it was not a strong season after that. Fans in Doak Campbell want to see if they can get back on track and become one of the powerhouses they once were in Tallahassee. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Lobos offense will take the field first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power forward. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on the team. He actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
Looking downfield, it's Lane. It's complete to the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Wants to keep it in the air. Rush is on. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Lobos are moving quickly down the field. Quick give. It's Humphrey. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, going to throw it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He makes a catch. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Lobos go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to the run, it's Humphrey. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to establish the run. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Lobos!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
running the ground game. Got enough for the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening. Excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Moves the pocket. It's Daniels. Finds his back in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated. Now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success?
Caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And they tacked on the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Lane. Fires to the tight end. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
The play fake. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity. They weren't able to do it there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. And the Lobos send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Daniels. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time, the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a...
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Humphrey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. Keeps it himself. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. To the air, it's Daniels. And that defense gets... Let's see how much they can get on 2nd and 9 from the 20. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Making his first move. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Humphrey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. There he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The run inside. It's Humphrey. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Lobos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Lane. Right side, it's Keith. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, one thing you know about this guy is once he has the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to bring down to the ground. That time, really nice job breaking a tackle, getting north, picking up more yards. Defense, they need to gang tackle him because he's a problem.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Lobos are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After run, now throw. Touchdown, New Mexico! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is...
We're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll snap it on first down from the 3 wanted.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Holds on, it's Robinson. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Wants to throw on first. Fires deep toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He's going to take a shot. Leaping grab for a big gain. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick step and go. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off. You did a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Well, if you want to get something done, you better just do it yourself. Nobody open in the end zone that time. Quarterback's able to scramble and get in for 2.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Second and long here. Keep it on the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Lobos come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll run it to the right. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pre-firing. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Lobos, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the option. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Quick give. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's a draw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They extend the lead to 5 here in the third.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23.
When I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Left side is Robinson. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corner.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Quarterback decides, let's think this fourth down play over, and he calls a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Seminoles will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. They put the brakes on it.
Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point for a great defense.
Snags it, and there's running room. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Lane. Under pressure. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Got a lot of room to the right. At the 20. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. What a shift in momentum. What a big-time play. He just took matters into his own hands.
Man, what a mistake by the QB throwing the football. His receiver, obviously, they weren't on the same page at all. But the defender steps in front, makes the big play. And then every kid's dream, right? You play defense, you create the turnover, and then you take it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Defense did its job, got the football back, and now they can win it with a field goal. Turning it on. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single...
Makes the catch and he's free. The tag. Touchdown, Lobos. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. It'll be a draw. There's some daylight. He's past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Makes the catch. It's Robinson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Seminoles are facing 3rd and inches. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. He got enough. Slides and moves the sticks on 4th and short.
Man, what a scramble by the quarterback. Fourth quarter, need a play, 4th down. He makes it happen. This home crowd is going nuts. We got a great one on our hands.
And that one's incomplete.
I think that's a throw the quarterback's just got to take a little bit off it to make it easy on his intended target. He just threw that out far a little too much and too much mustard as well.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Got the first down. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. The quick game. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, no! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Seminoles back in the lead.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the New Mexico offense onto the field. They just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Made a defender miss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, it's Buchanan. Enough to move the chains. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. FSU calling its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Now on first down from the 30. They'll give it to him again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it in his belly. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you've got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. Timeout called by the defense. 2:09. There he goes. Oh, what a cut. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Timeout called by the defense just shy of the 2-minute mark. 2:02 remaining here. The Seminoles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the 10. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And that extra point might be the thing that brings it home. They're up by 9 late in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Lane. Rush right in his face. They get to him as he throws. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Second down, gonna throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense putting points on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Lucky to get it off.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look.
Oh, he wants it all. In the backfield, it's Buchanan. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. To the air, it's Lane. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on fourth down. Slings it downfield. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Throwing right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Oh, you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Long way to go on second down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Touchdown, Florida State! And the punishment has been extended.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Drops back. It's Slade. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down to the air. Out wide right, it's Buchanan. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. The Lobos will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thank you for watching.
For us as the season marches on.